In this lecture, we will discuss about Gauss divergence theorem. This theorem helps us to convert surface integral into volume integral or volume integral into surface integral. Mathematically, it is the volume integral of the divergence of any vector field A taken over a volume V is equal to the surface integral of the same vector field A taken over closed surface S that is bounding this volume V. In figure, suppose there is a vector field A in some space and that is going on the right side. And suppose there is a three-dimensional structure is placed in this vector field A, and this three-dimensional structure has closed surface A that is bounding some volume V. This three-dimensional structure could be any 3D structure, for example, a box or football. To prove this theorem, let's take an example of this football having closed surface S and that bounding some volume V. Let's first focus on the left side of this equation, and for this divide the whole volume of this football into small volume segments of dv1, dv2 and dv3 up to dvn, and all of these small volume segments enclosed by the surfaces ds1, ds2 up to dsn. Now to find the flux from the volume 1, let's have a first look at the definition of divergence of some vector. That is, divergence of V is equal to flux over volume. This flux is like electric flux or magnetic flux, and the electric flux is closed surface integral of E dot ds, and the magnetic flux is closed surface integral of B dot ds. By following this definition, we can find now the flux to volume 1, and that is flux is equal to divergence of A into volume V, which can be written as flux is equal to volume integral divergence of A dV1, where now by following the definition of electric flux and magnetic flux, we can write the flux for this volume V1 having the vector field A, and that is closed surface integral ds1 A dot ds1 is equal to volume integral of divergence of A dV1. This is equation 1. Now following the same definition for volume V2, we get closed surface integral ds2 A dot ds2 is equal volume integral of V2 divergence of A dv V2. And similarly, we can get equation for volume 3 and 4 and so on. And finally, we can get the same equation like closed surface integral dsn A dot dsn is equal volume integral divergence of A dvn. Now, sum of all equations, we finally get the following form, and that is closed surface integral A dot ds is equal volume integral of divergence of A dv. This equation is nothing but the Gauss divergence theorem equation. But here, please note that outer flux of each volume element is different than the other neighboring volume element. If we focus on the first two volumes, the volume 1 and volume 2, the red one is showing the volume 1 and green one is showing the volume 2. Here the outer flux of volume 1 is showing by the red arrows, and the outer flux of the volume 2 is showing by the green arrows. At the common surface between both volumes 1 and 2, fluxes from both volumes are opposite to each other, and hence they cancel each other. The same cases happen at all common surfaces among all volume elements inside this object, and hence all internal surfaces inside the object are not contributing to the total flux, and the surfaces only at the outer side of the object contributing to the total flux. This can be more easily understand if we take an example of this football again, where each and every patch is showing the outer surfaces of this object, and each and every patch has its own areas. For example, if we focus on the patch 1 having this surface area ds1 along with the normal n cap, depending on the angle between this normal n cap and the vector field A, we will get more or we will get the flux greater or smaller. So following the definition of this flux, having the dot product between A vector and ds1, for example, we get some magnitude of the flux, and similarly following this definition to all of the patches, for example, for the flux 2, this would be the this would be the total flux, and for following the same definition to the nth patch, we get closed surface integral dsn a dot dsn. Now, by summing up all of these flux, the total flux outside of the surfaces of this object would be closed surface integral a dot ds. And this is nothing but the left-hand side of this equation. That's all for the today's lecture. Thank you.